As a solo shooter, we rely solely in static shots and good composition most of the time. Static shots are great. It convey calmness and lets you just appreciate the shot. But what if there's something that we can use to help us create camera movement? That short sequence was shot with the help of this slider from iFootage. This is the iFootage Shark Nano 2 slider. And today I will show you how you can use this slider to create cinematic shots. This slider is easy to use. You need only 4 steps to create your shot. 1. Unlock the motors. 2. Set your starting point. Step 3. Set your endpoint. Final step, press start. This thing is also portable because you can power this in many different ways. Number 1, using the PD adapter included if you're shooting indoors or when shooting outdoors. You can use a power bank like this from iFootage. This is the PD140H, which is a 27,000 mAh power bank. Or by using Sony NPF970 batteries. If you are a solo shooter like me, they have this app that you can control the slider remotely. You can set the points, change the time, and also remotely set the position of your slider, whether it's the sliding or the panning. And also you can remotely start the movement. But the unique feature of the Shark Slider Nano 2 is that they designed this in collaboration with DJI, so this slider works really well with the Ronin line of gimbals from DJI, but unfortunately my RSC2 right here is not supported by this slider. I think this only works with RS2 Pro, RS3 Pro, RS4, and RS4 Pro. So if you have the compatible gimbal for this slider, you can create more movements with this because the panning and tilting will be handled by the gimbal, and then the forward, backward, side-to-side movement, and even the panning motion on the slider head can be set separately, so you can create a lot of combination on those kind of movements. So now that we know how to use this slider, what shots can we create using this, and also what is the best way to do it? The best and the quickest way to create camera movement with slider is that by doing a low angle shot like this with the combination of using a wide angle lens. The combination of low angle shot plus the wide angle lens and also the side-to-side motion of the slider will create more camera movement than using a telephoto lens, because a wider angle lens can capture the ground or the floor where you are shooting, and this will exaggerate the movement of the slider. Let me show you. So as you have seen, the shot with the wide angle lens created more apparent camera movement compared to the telephoto version because the frame incorporated a lot of elements in it, like the ground or the background, which created that 3D effect. When creating forward or backward movement like this, you should incorporate foreground element to your shot because the foreground element will create that sense of movement to the frame compared to the shot without the foreground element, especially if you're using a telephoto lens. So let's compare with and without foreground element to the shot and also using a telephoto lens. Same thing when doing side-to-side movement like this with telephoto lens. Use a foreground element to your shot. Another cool shot we can create with this slider is the tracking shot or the orbit shot, where we maintain the subject in the middle of the frame even if the slider is moving side to side. So for example, if I wanted to focus my shot to this toy, I will just pan the head towards that and then set the point A and then move the slider to the next position and then just twist the pan towards the subject. So let's do that. So I will just center my um, subject and then I will set that to point A. Then I will move this and then move the pan towards the subject and then I will set that to point B. Stand by. So it will go back to the initial position so we can start recording. Start. And lastly, this slider has time-lapse mode. So if you go to the home screen of the slider, you can tap the time-lapse and then set the point A and point B of your shot. And then set the shooting frame rate of your camera. For me, it's 24 frames. And then the output depends on the requirement that you want. If you want it to do 10 seconds, let's set the camera to 24 frames and then 1 frame per second. So that will create the time lapse and also sync the movement of the slider to your camera. With this Shark Slider Nano 2, I can create dynamic shot without relying to another person doing the camera movement for me. And also with the compatibility with DJI gimbals, I could create more combination of movements, but unfortunately my RSC2 is not compatible. So if you're a solo shooter like me, this is a great addition to your kit, especially if you want to create camera movements. And so if you want to check this out, I have the links in the description. And thank you iFootage for letting me review and test this product, and I really enjoyed this. For those of you guys, thank you for watching. I will see you again next time. Bye.